Here we go, man. Oxygen versus SaD Esports, and look at their comp, my friends. Interesting one. And I am excited to see Oxygen on this map, my friends.
They do at least have Ferbs that embedded here towards mid, but they're very low. A Harbor Wall might be used here to try and sell this fake to B, but I think Dip knows it's just Mitch here.
Could be the possibility. So good for Verno, though. I mean, looking for some sort of information. Moving forward, is able to take out the extremities. So, yeah, I mean, very, very well settled in for the attacking side. Just being able to pick off so many 1v1s already off SaD.
Ferbs are here. Still not in a position to have much impact on the round. They've been very quiet. And it's really difficult for SaD to come back in onto this side. They used that Harbor Wall, but Oxygen walked around it, went to the bridge on the outside of the A side and still got the plant down.
Looking for a
this is SaD my pick, by the way.
Get the tap on. So it is kind of dangerous in this moment. SaD, they're looking to try to take something in from this, but it's almost impossible, right? So many players off the side of Oxygen. So much to watch for. But for Oxygen, they know they can take something from it. The Outlaw making some good moves already off the start. Might just be able to make more. No, Darkus runs away with a refrag, so 1-1.
You see how weird and treacherous mid is. I think both sides ended up throwing some smokes down. The close smoke gave Skarn the confidence, though, to swing that angle that was being held by the Outlaw, and that's gone over to Redux.
Ooh, K collateral. They just ran right into that one, and that's unfortunate because 3-0 is not looking too...
2v4, no money for SaD, my friends.
See, they tried to one-way this SaD to slow things down a little bit. That was obviously a posthumous smoke from the Clove.
Timeout.
Okay, back in mid. And again, always having to fight mid, but obviously there's so much leeway, I feel, on the attacking side with mid that if you're not taking advantage of it, it really doesn't go your way. Skarn knowing that, taking advantage of it as well, though DAPR a bit too close for comfort there in the 1v1s. They just keep erupting. If you're SaD,
Redux,
you're not really going to want to be in a position like that when Redux getting very, very aggressive but not watching the flank, and there it goes. Finally, they found the advantage for themselves.
Make it clean, SaD.
Oxygen mix it up.
You guys have no money.
In this round, attempted a mid take with 3 players, but there are so many angles. The timing of that dizzy from Dip forced Oxygen to push into the smoke, and they lost that duel. And that were only 2 players left here, and they are ambling onto A.
What are your thoughts on this map, man? So far, I like it. Every game that I watch here was a fun game.
Still not wanting to make too much noise again. Silent approach. Ooh, peekaboo! Oh god, me too, because I would not want to be in that position. Backing off the A site looks good. And in this moment, they definitely have pretty solid information to keep going with this.
This is an important thrash here. Yeah, Dip was trying to set up for like a one and done, a cheeky little spray down corner. That gets cleared pretty easily, and that's a thrash that now is recovered by Dip.
Okay.
Yeah, they just ran away with that one. That was unfortunate.
Standing ahead.
I like this. Big recon. No pings, but Redux gets into the site here. I think SaD just, on the full retake, especially the Harbor Wall, just keeps them out of the site now. So Oxygen get what they came for. They're going to be dealing with Clovolt and also that Empress.
Okay, wow. Just go in the smoke and Redux.
That's a good play by Redux, man.
Right out. Now you've lost one. How are you going to work around this? And it seems like it's not going to be easy. Already
this kid is insane, man. This kid is insane. Yo, I cannot wait to see this guy on franchise, man. I cannot wait.
There's one more that just needs to be taken away. But at this point, Redux has pretty much
He's too good, man. He's too good.
Is theirs.
Beautiful ace. Best ace I see on this map.
Kind of execute on something there.
Here he comes once again. Redux.
Positioning starts to happen.
The Cloudburst was thrown there by Redux to try and bait some shots. Maybe he can get some traces out that he can capitalize on. Either way, Oxygen get that post plant yet again. SaD here with pretty average weapons, but with a reckoning to throw down. This is definitely something that Oxygen have to respect to some degree. They're going to be dancing amongst the site here, and Dip's able to find the molly kill on Redux.
They still keep the site.
Oh my, oh my.
For the defensive side. Now
Hunter is suited for Verno.
Towards the extremities, but it's not like Mitch can do anything about it. They've missed already on the first shot. The only thing left to really rely on is that Hunter's Fury, but it's not good enough. The wall bang's not hitting. And there's
good retake, man. 6-2. There's the music in the background, guys. Or I'm going crazy.
Here to scout out this A site now. Ferbster knows where their bread is buttered. They've gotten straight on out there, and Oxygen will have another post plant.
Yeah, but they've moved out. They have the A site pretty much under wraps. Location now, they figured out where they want to plant, but everybody else moving along.
What happened? What happened? What happened? Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
Finally, the clips come out. And why is Redux always going out with the short?
I hate when this happens, man. Tell me, does this happen often with other people too? Or is it a problem with me, man? On my PC, my internet. All happens on Twitch, man.
Ah, very cool.
And it's not the internet. I'm streaming and there is no loss.
As quickly as they can. So they got lit there briefly by one of DAPR's trips.
Yeah, they've already received word up 2 on some of SaD's location there. And everybody else already downed. 4th account, 63 health left on Cove.
72.
Inferno just had to hop, skip, and jump away and take a
I played some DAM on this map today.
This is going to
now that I got my CPU.
That Oxygen are looking to take some more aggressive mid control.
It was nice, man. It was nice.
By dip, so
tried the strat resolution.
It's a bit
I like it. Found a new method. One that does include the taskbar.
Yeah,
when I use it later on my night. After this game.
I'm curious, they didn't find any more information off of this. They're just using, or at least taking the risk of whether or not the A site is the one, but they know the KU's here now.
Actually, I should rise a little bit, man.
That mosh pit.
Maybe just one game.
That L drone is also
one game before the sleep. No?
It's outdated. So a lot of util coming out from the defenders here, but Oxygen do need to commit pretty quickly.
Oh, here he comes, here he comes.
For that they will. Now the dash getting ready.
Man, it should drop it, man. It should foul, should foul.
Longer than was intended, but the sheriffs are working. Everybody on this
3 to 8. Bro, it's not just me, man. There is a music in the background, bro.
It's more likely that they're going to get some attention over here.
The guy from the production forgot the music on, bro.
Oh, okay. He actually got lit there. He doesn't take the recon out. Good Lear, though. Finds a bit of space here for Coburg to try and descend, but now Oxygen gets a fight in the side.
Some of us going insane, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Coburg's just giving themselves something to work off of, but it doesn't work out the way they plan. Now rotation coming through, but a little bit too late.
Well played by Oxygen here, dude.
The party has finished. They are looking for some snacks afterwards. So can it work out? Maybe not. Now, especially with the information already given away, all they need to do is play off it. Shock darts.
Should I add music in the videos, man? Nah, I don't.
Yeah, time of
think it's bad, right?
Of course, the trip is there.
I don't like this music. It's kind of annoying me a little bit, not gonna lie.
They might go for a fast hit over towards B. Yep, Harbor Ball thrown up to basically force Oxygen into retake. And Oxygen will, they'll oblige here. They're going to group up. They do have the retake util of their own Harbor to play off of, but only a paranoia in terms of flashes.
They down themselves out of the way. Oxygen, everybody's already there, right? It mostly is.
Let's see the retake, man. How good it is.
Not even caring about the util at this point, gathering information for everybody else to hop on. There's no sight. The vision gets blurry, and at this point now all you can see is Redux's legs, but they're still making sure that everything is cleared and covered, but halfway through.
Cover me, cover me.
Time to make this happen, but it's not going to be possible. Maybe so. Coburg left.
One enemy remaining. 4 out of 5.
Is it? Oh, is it?
Still having it half.
But DAPR, man, nice shots.
Yeah, there's no way.
Efficiently re-clear.
Reckoning.
So they're going to have the heads look in that direction, but here we go. Reckoning. Going to be thrown down now. And they're going to come straight onto the side. Here comes SaD.
They continue to move up.
No one foul yet, man.
Oxygen in a good
bad game.
Spot, but DAPR's just waiting. And of course, information comes out once again, so they know where everybody is. And even then, they are able to work themselves up off that. To Coburg. Last one left alive. Is it going to work? Maybe so. They hear the defusal, but they can't get past it. It's the Harbor util. It just works its way down. Now, absolutely indestructible, and everybody else surprisingly getting down.
So not a lot of early warning mechanisms for Oxygen. This Harbor Wall should give it away. The cut off upper.
Oh,
there's still a chance here for Werner to get into the site and fight.
Oh, he's alive, man. There's no way.
The fights get harder and harder, especially now with so many players on the side of Oxygen making their way onto the site. Verno takes the 1v1 and he does win it out, and it gives opportunity. Maybe not as much as we thought. It's so difficult. There's so much to utilize, at least for the side of SaD Esports, right? Suppression left onto.
And this Oxygen team is just too good, man. Just too good, bro.
Time out.
That potential's there, especially now with Thrash making its way out, but it does actually not, no, doesn't find anyone still. Luckily enough, having this over there definitely works in favor, but the Harbor ultimate proving to be difficult now, especially with Darkest falling off and listening into that from the defensive side. So they have some pretty solid info there.
We have a defensive reckoning here as well. So SaD now do have to fall back to those post-plant positions, Douglas.
Nobody running down. Redux is trying to find his way around. Oh, this is perfect. Finally making his way. And he doesn't miss the shot. No, the second one down. And of course, the approach was there. Yeah, but the win condition not theirs anymore. Oxygen looking so good. Scuba just annihilating everybody off the board.
This is very nice for Redux. He's about to get busy.
Oh my gosh. And it's already so good too. Does drop, doesn't get blinded. Instead, now Skarn actually being able to take away, but Redux has to reload, and it takes so long, so they don't know what's going on. Waiting for the wraparound. Just completely taken off of the site. And everybody on Oxygen, they're looking for the victory, looking to just close things out.
Easy for Oxygen, my friends.
The way that it is, knowing that nobody
this kid is insane, man.
Forcing the buy for SaD.
This thing is insane, actually.
There's no other way of putting it here. I mean, the presence of mind to go for the outlaw in this round for Redux is pretty huge. And they have to make a hard decision. Do they try and shoot another player or stop the wingman plant? They fall back to the site, play around the corner, and again,
next map, Sunset.
Skarn, who walks up.
Good map for
Oxygen. Does not have full armor, so it's a one-shot to Redux's weapon. Now for the game, Darkest needs to go massive. Spike is a long way away, and they are invariably going to fall as soon as they pass through this wall here. Omen Resmoke is there, and the angle is not being watched. It's actually like the wider angle, so Darkest might have the drop here. Yep, they do. Take Redux down.
Did you?
When everybody now, a waterfall of deaths and a win that comes through for Oxygen, fighting long and hard on Abyss, which I don't even think they were expecting to really be pulled out on SaD Esports. So it's interesting. I'm interested to see if they had enough time.
How does they move in?
Now kind of looking to see who's on the outskirts, but they're keeping their patience. First is just waiting to see what they can do. If anything, now everybody's read into that as well.
Man, this is gonna be tough for SaD, bro. Oxygen's pretty good here.
If you're SaD, this is so perfect that the timing works.
The retake here through market for the big Skarn has to be a solid anchor here. Going 1-for-1 is good enough, but now Oxygen can swarm all over this. They're going to have to contend with the post-plant position of Coburg here in B main, and that's a decent way to deal with it. I think there might have been an aftershock even thrown in there, but they're not ready for the late reflank coming in from market. Scuba and Mitch in the 2 versus 2. Mitch tries to go for a defuse there in Darkest. Such an astute angle to take, but they're under some pressure. There's no time for Scuba to get this defuse anyway. Very well played by SaD.
Looking to take one pick away from somebody, but of course that's going to be Mitch that manages to make a play.
This is definitely going to force that push in towards market now.
Help me, boys.
They might be able to pressure Dip down with some of that breach util. Dip is able to get out, but Skarn is now surrounded by players, and the cyber cage is making it impossible to see. We might see a ping back towards A. And Mitch is ready to catch it. This is perfect here.
What? Mitch is insane, man.
3 for Mitch, pushing off of A. And now SaD are in a tough spot.
Best goes in the world, bro.
Yeah, they make way. This wasn't the expectation they thought was going to come along, but of course, a map like Sunset that Oxygen are comfortable in, it's going to work exactly how they plan. Maybe not. SaD Esports taking everybody out in a matter of seconds. So now you got this 2v2, and the orientation not looking so good, especially with a Bulldog and a Stinger. My apologies, a Spectre. Moving forward down to the A site. At least some sort of decay goes through there. Redux now trying to make themselves some sort of spacing, but the time of the essence here, and they can't seem to find anybody else but a 1v1. And now if they don't get the defusal, now it's over. Coburg knows that. He's good, and he's settled.
And his Aldrone will confirm that the site is clear.
Scanning ahead.
No, but they've broke it down. Doesn't give too much of an indication as to how many players are there, but they do know somebody's watching. They're from SaD, that's going to be good enough. The A site completely cleared up, the post plant looking good.
30 seconds
really take their time. So much so that Oxygen aren't really sure that they're ending A until right about now. Some of these rotates are going to be a little bit slow, and have a look at Ferbs' positioning. If there is any sort of playthrough to
what intended for Darkest?
attempt to wrap They're going to run straight into the Cypher. Timing, though, will be important. We'll see how that plays out, but for now... Yeah, Ferbs is ready for that. Nicely done. Now it has to come from Link. That's where the pressure for the defenders needs to originate from.
Okay, brother.
There it is. Already Oxygen taking out majority of the players here from SaD and the Rolling Thunder.
Oh my god, man.
Yo,
the extra SaD was a good cow. They played that good, man. But this team Oxygen, they are just different, bro.
But they need to pick this 1v1 off before they peek the extra angle. And it might just work out in favor, but Mitch makes it work even better. Oxygen, they're not out of the game just yet.
Time is getting low, man. 30 seconds.
They've got a flanking play here.
30 seconds
Look towards spawn. Dip is set up here to be a real nuisance.
Oh, they've already settled the paint shell. The paint shell gone. Dip doing such a good job at just eliminating the majority, and it's Oxygen to try to take things back. But without 1 health on Redux, it just gets harder and harder. Of course, they can use the paint shell to maybe just push back, create some sort of damage there, but it doesn't work out in favor. Of course, the bait coming through, and now there goes one.
Dip again, still
backstabbing. It's just crazy. Oh, they do have that, though.
What a round by Dip.
It works out. Oh, and they're so close now. Dude, Oxygen. They're using the close approach and the anti-EQ to see if they can get something, but yeah, Vandal in hand from DAPR, and it does make a lot of solid moves. This might be it, but doesn't know that Ferbs is down on the other side. Either way, Skarn plays with that advantage as well, having their own showstopper to utilize there.
All the guns are in mid, so only classics here for Oxygen, and a shorty, I guess, from Mitch. And there's only a couple of places that you're going to see players with those shotguns play. He might be good for a little one and done in elbow, but not in a position to actually use any of his util for information about this A side extremity. And slowly. Note that there's no flash here, so this will have to be manually checked. Maybe Dip can shock the corner. He has one available. Contact it, lose a player. All right, Mitch gets his. And now to be Scuba and Verno, they have to cross the map to help out here now in this sort of post-plant setup. Again, 2 versus 2, but now access to mid has opened up and Oxygen have been able to salvage a Vandal.
Spike planted.
No, they do. They know Rolling Thunder's there, so that's why they're sitting on the outskirts for SaD. Even then, are they going to use it? Like so, Skarn in such a good position, but now the 1v1 there, and it gives opportunity for the ult to be used.
That would be wild. If Verno Rolling Thunder's here, that would be absolutely crazy. He has all his util though.
Oh, but that's perfect. And that's so much to use.
Okay,
oh, even then, they're just completely stunned.
Timeout.
Cam, where is that settled? That's so interesting because, I guess, well, Redux just has this
oh my god, that's disgusting, dude.
Taken out midair as they try to find that approach. And they just
I never seen this shot, man. Not gonna lie, I never seen this shot.
Settled down to the extremity, and now SaD Esports, they have to find another way.
And they can have a go at this again, right? They have a Rolling Thunder of their own
Redux,
to work with. They have enough util that they can, take this B side again. But right now, cutting noise is a great option. Because Oxygen have given up mid, they don't know if that's where SaD are wrapping through. That's why DAPR is watching mid from market. No one has eyes on B main outside of the probably that Cypher cam, I think, if it's placed where I think it is. So mid has to be cleared. And also SaD know this because they have a Cypher cam there that just spotted 2 players top mid for Oxygen. So they know they can basically walk up on B again for free.
Here. 30 seconds left.
No, they're moving back in. Oh, the sprays down works so perfectly. How does he just run away with that one? So much potential. And the jump peaks, DAPR's trolling. There's absolutely no way. Dude, he had such a huge opportunity to just keep that one going. But of course,
man, SaD is playing good here.
Feels like his opponent is low enough, but here comes that retake YouTube from the defenders.
I jinx it.
They just work as a team. That's so good, though. Holding each other accountable. Now at this point, protecting each other as well. Suppression there, so Dip can't necessarily do anything left, especially with now, though, 5 seconds left until they can possibly pull
Look at Dip, man.
But it was almost there. And Verno did not do
that
well of a job at making sure that was secured. Unfortunately enough, so much util moving forward, and Verno can't seem to do anything about it.
That's nice, bro. That's nice.
And there it is. Another round comes up for SaD. Much more than the first map. It's not even funny. And again, on a map that tends to trend more defense-sided. Oxygen have struggled. Now they're asserting themselves here towards Elbow. Oh, this guy's goaded. What?
Situation with this. What is going on? Scuba's just rolling with the punches there. And the game is immaculate. Confidence, booming.
Clean.
Box. Mitch makes it look easy.
5-4.
DAPR can walk back into the site here. Oh, the cab. He sees Ferbs to walk into that cyber cage. He's about to see a little bit more than that. Tucked in the corner now. Redux definitely needs to play off this angle, and he does beautifully. What a brilliant flash that came in there from Mitch to set this up.
Good run, man. 6-5.
Timeout.
Hunter's Fury is up. And also that neural theft, which is not insignificant. They have to spend an Aldro just to clear lobby, which is insane.
What?
Koberg, what shot was that? Scuba emerges.
What's happening?
Taken down instantly.
I don't know, she has to keep his cover though.
Karen went away from the showstopper.
Not wanting to give away with the player advantage there on the side of SaD. Mitch looking to eliminate some of that. Doesn't work out as planned. Exactly. Still, at least so much to work with, right? Showstopper readily available, and they know they can make it. They know where these players are. There's so many just sitting on the outskirts.
Redux can pop the Showstopper here off a defuse attempt.
They have it. They have it. At least one. No.
Yeah, that's
Second
tough.
one not there. Unfortunately, not even anything.
Not even Verno, man. Not even Verno.
Fight this. They know they're at
Never,
least
man. I never doubt you again, bro. I will never doubt you again. Never in my life. Never in my life.
That is why Breach is so good. Even solo, you can play off that utility so effectively. Stun one side, fight the other. I mean, that smoke top mid. How far is Dip willing to go to challenge this? Yep, he's picking that there might be a rotation here, a split over towards B. Two players drawn out of Boba. I like the fault line, but Koberg gets hit by his teammates' stun. Redux got pinged there, but is able to get out with a satchel. Koberg is not ready for this, though.
It doesn't even work out. Oxygen. So good on the pistol round already. But they see potential. My question is, are they going to stick together and try to fight this one by one? It's not going to be too easy. 4 players still on the side of Oxygen, and they have to fight for this.
Just play the
but at what
post
cost?
plan in B main, good, honest Valorant. You know, it's very chop wood, carry water. And Dip is kind of basically no options here. There's also a flash up for Verno still.
Grenade. One enemy remaining.
Okay. So much slower, too, to this round. Just trying to gauge what interest SaD has.
30
and where SaD
seconds
might be into, I mean, the site in general. But of course, okay, some information coming through from Fergs's util. But already as everybody begins to explode onto the site, it's just the back and forth, and it's Oxygen to run away superior.
Around, right? They just ignore this corner that Koberg is playing in, and they just clear it by walking around it. This time, though, they're certain that there's a player there, and they don't want to just lose a gun for free. Dip, though, able to punish. DAPR gets taken down, but Redux pushing in towards spawn. Ferbs holds his ground.
I cannot use that.
30 seconds left.
Shock dart. Shock dart.
Shock darts just coming out like crazy from Dip to see if maybe somebody resides in the smoke, but Oxygen, they don't need to settle for this. Actually,
okay,
yeah,
they can't play.
19 seconds left. If you actually no,
Winnable.
never mind. I'm getting trolled here. They have the ultimate there.
No, you're right. I was laughing because that Aldrone just reveals everything. SaD get the confirm instantly that Oxygen are pulling out. So they can just stack this B side now with everybody. Walk up and give it a tap, start the defuse.
Wait.
They still keep it going.
Cool.
Paint shell so beautifully placed down in the back.
Oh my god.
And
You're gonna make it flawless?
They can't fight back. It's a 1v5. Everybody else already down, and Vernos hit with so much util. I mean, I guess the opposing team is as well. Yeah, but even then, not going to be an easy round to win. A thrifty round from SaD at the trip. Settled down here majority of the time. Yeah, Mitch finds it. And they don't manage to make itself very known as to where Koberg is, with so much util already settled down, and they can't seem to escape it. Everybody else trying to survive if you're SaD. How easy is that going to be? Absolutely not at all. And now they've lost 2. And trying not to lose anymore. But it's not easy. Redux so crazy with the aim, and everybody else just already settled down in the extremity, so they know nobody's coming around the back.
High and low now.
Good
luck,
they very much know where everybody else's position as well. There comes the next shot, and it's a flawless round from Oxygen.
That's been beautiful, right? I really can't fault them. The only thing, of course, is they get caught on a reflank by Skarn, who by that point is just too far away from the action to have any real impact. They're going to have a crack at it anyway. That was their second of the round. But there's a play towards
11-6.
Timeout.
Don't really have too much going on over towards B, so they don't have that early information, but it's a nice touch off DAPR to take out Dip.
DAPR's managed to sneak up here. I like that little off angle Darkus was holding.
Man, DAPR is such a good player,
Here
bro.
and they're exposed to mid. That's what he was waiting for. Someone to creep down mid and punish.
Everyone hiding.
Now, Oxygen are pretty much online here for this.
What?
Pascal. Okay, sprays him down through the cyber cage. That might slow things up.
Showstopper.
For any other team, but Oxygen just want to push on to B with 3 straight out from main.
When they push past that paranoia, made its way, but so everybody else on B.
Good cover,
The
man.
showstopper's not going to work too well. No, maybe it will. Waiting for it. The flash doesn't work out in favor, but now Skarn looking around to see if they can gather even more information, but a 1v3.
Skarn.
That doesn't work out in favor of Oxygen.
But to draw people off those sites. Showing some action here in market. Skarn hit with the trooper. Can he follow up on it? Here we go. Null command going to be used instantly. Mitch goes on in. And now able to find 2 there. It is back and forth trading, but the site is open. I don't know if the door's broken there. Yeah, okay, the door is open in mid, and that is going to allow Dip to move on up. It will be a very late flank here, but there's trips set up in B main. This should spot out Coburg unless he TPs over it, which would make sound.
Careful now.
Trying to dabble in that. Especially now with Coburg's information given away. He doesn't even need to see. Like, at that point, it really is just a game of location. 31 health left off Dip.
Maybe point for Oxygen.
So Dip gets value out of that ultimate, make no mistake. And I guess a lot of hope's being put on Scooby here to establish some map control.
Yeah.
Market door gets broken though. And again, he's just smoked mid again, wants to keep people interested in mid, but he might just push through that. That could open up an opportunity. Is that B main hit though?
It's a good smoke placement, but
He heard
still
it.
is a lot going on here. Oh, but the timing is still not there. It's unfortunate, but Oxygen do manage to get that TP
That's
back.
beautiful.
Mitch doing a good job at recollecting
Gage,
some
which way?
ground there. But maybe SaD can bring it back up.
Rolling Thunder.
Clear advantage not there, not to mention the Rolling Thunder. That just doesn't allow Mitch any space. Still, though, the wraparound. This might be it. This might be the potential for them to keep themselves in the game.
I mean, that smoke time in the market was massive. Mitch got caught inside that Rolling Thunder, and Darkus can't capitalize on the stun. Now you've got Ferbster and Darkus coming from opposite angles. Mitch will be waiting on this corner. Has Scuba watching it. It's all down to Ferbster. Made such a big impact for this team when he first came into the roster. Looked incredible on that Cypher roll.
GG.
But this is too much to ask, apparently. And Oxygen take the series away with a 13-7 win here on Sunset. And we're reminded again of why it is their go-to map.
They ran away with that one. I mean, the go-to map looked a little rocky from time to time, but I think that mostly was just the fact that, you know, we did get to see a pretty big pushback.
Here we go, man. M80 versus DSM for the quarterfinals of VCT challenges NA.
I'm interested to see how they're
Two good things, my friend. Two pretty good things. M80 now in net used to play for G2.
Net has gone towards B. So there'll be 2 trips.
Eyes on scene, man. King of first blood.
By Koala Noob, and that's going to be what precipitates the wall being thrown up. Now, it looks like it might have been broken somewhat. At least a lot of early warning here that TSM are on the way in. And yep, Sims hit the site. There's trips, though, here and there that can catch him out. Relay ball happens on the other side of the wall. And Net gets in the drop instantly. It's BCJ with boots on the ground. And maybe are able to respond to this now. Find themselves in a 3 versus 3, but Nismo still on the rotate. Xander decides to go for
Why is 1v2?
The right clicks interrupt the players around the spike. And now it's just poised in a 1 versus 2. We'll have to try and find a way out. This is time being bought. Xander able to double up here with Nismo, but Poised is able to get that 1 versus 1. Doesn't opt to play off the flash. Will have to pull off the net though, and Nismo has to do something about this here. The barrier obviously is going to stop the shots coming in through the box. Poised runs out,
man.
and doesn't realize
Nismo, the OG.
And again, none of that aggression. No one's moved up to run. Xander just rotating door. To be fair, does well against this buy. Already the Bulldogs found some value. Fault line is going to force him away, as TSM obviously have that much more standard comp that can punish these overextensions, especially with a lot of these util, the Dizzy or the Fault line, for example. And then again, there's info for MA to play off.
SaD, man, on Koala. No, that's interesting.
Which seems a bit absurd, but
we don't see SaD on this map, man.
Weird little angle as they've refreshed the smoke over towards A. And TSM are still here.
And also, I don't remember if his seen used to play Neo on this map. He used to play Raze, no?
It was ballsy, but it was
I think it was Raze.
from Xander. I feel like that's all we're seeing from Xander, to be honest. It's just wide swinging the group and seeing if they can get one or two.
Okay, okay. Beautiful shots.
Everyone off the board.
Yeah, this is obviously a situation that TSM are not used to. They realize now that the only way to get onto A is like to wrap all the way around Rubber, which exposes
that's the round, man.
Both Tree and Baby Door.
TSM, gotta save.
But we're gonna see how that works.
I like it a lot here from Sim because, again, this triple sentinel composition has to contact a lot of the angles they want to play. They don't have flashes to push operator players off angles, but they do have smokes. And Xander is able to take care of Kimono 7 pretty comfortably there as they tried to fight for Rubble. And so Sim doesn't see anything at the start of the round. It's always a smoke in his way, so the operator never gets any value.
Yeah, not looking good for TSM here, man. A very good defense. This SaD, man.
Quite difficult to try to gain some ground to retrieve that spike. Knowing that so many players are watching, the angle wall attempting to break itself, they finally just back themselves off. Not worth it. TSM.
You gonna save again?
There.
We are contacting the operator into B main.
Oh my gosh. They're just waiting for the wall, too.
Okay, still gets the kill, man.
But that's good. The patience really does work out in the end, so Sim does run away with one.
And that might be enough for them here. So, you know, for TSM to say, okay, we can now put some attention.
I think he should drop down for someone else now.
Most likely a B, and Xander probably has to ping off the other extremity and check that A side. But they're being slowed up. And a barrier here as well is going to make this virtually impossible for TSM. Now they're going to ping back over towards B. The defenders have to be pretty light-footed here and respond with these rotations, but that smoke makes it impossible for TSM to play off a wingman whatsoever. Botline at least is going to pressure Xander down. The shot does miss, though, from Sim as they at least get themselves a Vandal. Still no plant. Seven's trying to put it down now, and that's going to be Sim at least setting up a trade.
You didn't plant yet. 10 seconds.
And the annihilation, I guess, is just going to be ignored.
Oh my god. 6-0.
They have the site, but they've been waiting for that. M80, they know what has kind of been the plan for TSM originally, so now all they have to do is work on it.
Yeah, Rolling Thunder gets no value because M80 are playing off these sites. It was just Net playing off a cam. Now they're going to go for a retake. His moves up, and the timing is pretty good, actually. Kimono's just a little sharper. Decent spray transfer there for Net, and BCJ finding 4 between the two of them. Still a 1 versus 1 and 7, though. Waiting by stairs. Finally, TSM get themselves on the board. Off these peripheral sites. Yep, he's getting in, and they're actually smoked over towards Link here. This is going to pull people towards B, but TSM, with the amount of control they have now in upper, might opt to end here.
They have everything good. So an 80 now.
Oh, Xander?
Some sort of progression. Xander with a 3K off the bat. So now, yeah, re-entry.
Oh my god. Yo, Xander is insane, man. How did he get 4 here, dude?
Finishing that off, which is impeccable.
Oh my. 7-1.
But I believe TSM, they've had good moments, they've had good rounds. Sim is just running it down, and I guess that was the plan originally, right? Condition this team.
Yeah, I mean, Sim, I think, stunned themselves, or almost did. A relay bolt bounced off the wall and back in, so the Odin here. Koala was able to claim the kill, but a Proto, always good for a couple with that Sheriff. It's not a round that TSM have any business winning. I'm going to be honest with you. Now it's a 1 versus 2. They're thrashing
Let's net, man. Franchise
he
player.
cannot complete the defuse, though. And Kimono 7 can play off. Kimono smoke. They can't be walking into his crosshair like that. Net just cleans them up.
Yo, TSM, this is your map pick, bro. I don't know if you know. You better start doing some rounds here, dude. What's happening? They getting destroyed. Turn on the monitor, boys.
Still over on C here. 2 sonic sensors, cam, tripwire put down. Cyber cage now being deployed.
Call Reginald to help you, bro. Who knows Reginald? Any TSM's OG fans here?
Playing inside the site, you'll note that they're anchoring. They don't want to play for retake in this competition because they can't flash themselves in. But Kimono is ready.
Call Dyrus, odd one.
And now grouped up in halls, we have
special. Anyone, man?
Together. The Odin is an awkward weapon to make this work with, but Kimono is still gunned down by it. And that does have a neural theft here. It's gonna be a little bit awkward as the fight gets close here. He's able to use it, reveal Sim, but before that ping goes off, Sim makes a swing and brings Net down. A Proto, beautiful.
It worked, man. It worked. 8-2.
The V site. That main point of interest there for TSM, just actually creating a distraction. So they're not even looking to kind of move forward there.
And it actually dragged the two players away from tree side.
The players here still.
Their side of the map here. The DSM are going to only have 2 players of M80 here. They've managed to clear them out now, and it's going to be a
Dropped the spike.
pretty late rotation coming in. See them here, and this one's going to get the drop, but a Proto was there
Hey,
first.
bro, man, nice shot, bro.